Yes, people, welcome to Man Knows. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure. Let me make sure that I'm not muted. Yep, now I'm not muted. I know you lot can hear me. You see, I caught that one quickly. But big up everyone. Big up everyone that's waiting. Right about now, I'm still waiting for Rhodri. He's running a little bit late, but he will be here. But yes, my brother Joey. Whoops. Okay, I can't see the. You see, when Rodri comes, I'm gonna put the comments up on the screen. So for now, I'll just read them out because if I do that, actually, you know what? Let me not be. Oh, this is actually a long thing. I can't even lie, blood. Yeah, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. You know, it might not be. Let's see if I could paste this in. Yo, do we have liftoff? Do we have liftoff? Yes, we do. Bam. Yeah, you see that? I was going to be lazy, but I thought, nah, I'm not going to. Oh, hold on. We're not there yet. Yeah, bam. There we go. See, I was going to be lazy, but I thought, I'm not doing that to the people. You get me? I'm not doing that to the people. Mon's eating good right now. Big up Joey. Big up MCETV. Those that are joining now, Roger will be joining me soon. He's just running a little late, but he will be here. Owain says, you'll never walk alone from Jamaica as well. Big up yourself, Owain. Big up all my Jamaicans in the building. Big up everybody, wherever you are in the world. Big up yourselves, man. We are back top 4. Madrid, watch out. We're coming for you. Wow, the confidence is definitely shot up at Anfield, but definitely, like, you've got every... Do you know what? It's going to be a tough ask, but with Liverpool, you're one of those teams, even with these ridiculous scorelines, you can never, ever be written off. You could just never be written off. Like, we might banter and all that, but you can never write off Liverpool. Era's come to an end. First time catching you live. Big up, man. Big up yourself, Rustenberg Rottweiler. Welcome to Man Knows Football. Big up yourself. Oh, catching me live first time. Welcome to your first live. Welcome to your first live. Miguel Douglas, what's good, my broski? Times have changed from the last day of the season. Still got flashbacks of you and expressions ripping troops. Yeah, good times. Good times. Oh, expressions went in that day. Like, you lot didn't see. You lot weren't able to see. Not gonna lie. Listen, big up troops, big up expressions, yeah. But that day, you see, after the camera went off, Troops was vexed, blood. But he was so angry. I'd never seen Troops like this ever. He was so angry that he didn't say nothing. But like, it got to a point where I thought, if this guy carries on, Troops is just gonna black out. He was mad. It was at a point where afterwards, Troops was just, I don't know where he went, but he had to be by himself, yeah? And Expressions came to me and he was, and I went to Expressions, I was like, brother, you went in differently. Yeah? I was like, you went in differently. And he was like, nah, Troops, me and Troops are brothers. He knows what it is. Obviously, them and our brothers for real. But he was like, nah, I'm going to go and chat to him, innit? So I left them two to talk. And I go outside and I still see Troops is vexed, but he's sort of, he understood the moment. But this is why I say about Troops, he's a proper professional, man. Because right after that, he had to do the post-match cams as well. He had to do all of that. And he was still able to do it. Feeling the way he felt, going through what he went through. Yeah. It's got to be said. Hats off to him. Hats off to it. Like, that was the day where I learned a lot of lessons from that. Do you know what I mean? Todd Miller says, it's very nice to finally not be the butt of a joke for a week. Yeah, it's true. It's actually true. It's United's turn. It's United's turn. Big up, Guni. Thank you for the community you've created for the fans here. Let's go, man. And now, do you know what? It's not even a thank me thing. It's a thank you lot thing. Because you lot really built this. You helped me build it. Yeah? You helped me build it. So, thank you as well. Massive thank you. Steve Godson TV. I'm from Rwanda. Big up. I love you, bro. I'm a Liverpool fan. Came from Troops TV. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Steve. David Miles, keep up with the content. Love your work. Do we think... do you know what? Until Rhodri gets here, we'll just talk a little bit about whatever. Just throw some questions in there, man. Just throw some questions, and I'll answer them. We'll use this. We'll use this time to do that. But questions for Guni. Do you think we should play Havertz in the attacking mid position and Felix as striker instead of the other way around? Now, here's the thing. I personally, it's a funny situation now because obviously it's a very small sample size. That back three, it worked for us against in our last win. It worked for us. I don't know why, I can't even remember who it was. Tip of the tongue sort of thing. It will come to me in a second. And I just want to see us continue with that because what really impressed me about it was the wing back play. The wing back play, the way Ben Chilwell just controlled that left side, continually just was pinning the opposition back on that side and really creating chances and putting chances into the box. Yeah, it was good. And then also the switch balls on that right side from Wesley Fofana as well, who, by the way, was just sensational that day. What a performance. What a performance that was. Rhodri has arrived.
What's happening?
What's happening? We're live already. I just thought I'd talk to the people for a little bit, to those that were waiting. But I'm just gonna add you in. I'm gonna add you in now to the stream.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. There we go.
Boom. What's happening?
How you doing, Rhodri, man? It's been a hot minute since we've seen you, bruv. It has been
Yeah. You pick your fucking times. I swear.
Yeah, of course you can. Come
Yeah.
on, man. I lit up a joint on the stream the other day, man.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Most people think, nah, he's not going to come on a Monday after night. I don't give a shit. So, it is what it is.
Nah, fair play to you, man, to come so soon. Like, obviously, after a 7-0 battering from Liverpool yesterday.
Was it 7-0?
Obviously.
Talked about it already.
Obviously, it is what it is, isn't it? But look, just to give you a little bit of comfort here and some perspective, we are in the depths of the shadow realm, my friend. Yeah, we are in no position to talk to anybody. The two teams above us in 8th and 9th have 2 games in hand on us. Yeah, so it's not looking good for us. I'm not really one to banter, but you know what? I've taken a lot of banter this season. Yeah. I'm just gonna enjoy this moment because this is a one-off result. You're not gonna continue like this. I still rate your manager. I rate your manager very highly.
It's not the manager's fault, it's the players.
Yeah, shocking. All right, do you know what? Let's just get straight into the game, bro. Let's just get straight into it because I just feel this is one of the first times I felt that Ten Hag has gone into a game being quite naive because what I thought United were going to do, I thought they were going to approach the game on the counter-attack at Anfield. Granted, they haven't been in the best form, and on the front foot, you guys have been good. But it's Anfield, bro. You don't really want to be pressing too far forward and then just exposing the space because you're just going to get opened up time and time again. It's not just you it's happened to. It's happened to several teams before. And while Liverpool still have players like that, and the manager like Klopp, you can never, ever be too sure, bro. But how did you feel from like a tactical standpoint going into the game? Like, start with the lineup and that. How you felt?
You know what? I can't really question the manager. So whatever he's done perfectly. Yes, he had a rocky start, but from then, Anfield is a place 15, 20 minutes tight. Don't lose the game early on. Keep in it. Stay in it. And so they've done well to stay in it after 15, 20 minutes, and they've gone 1-0 down. They've missed a couple of chances, got to take your chances at a place like that. And then second half, it's just can't explain it. It's embarrassing. It's something they've got to live with for the rest of their lives. I don't think they truly understand the meaning of that. But they've got to deal with it. They've got to get over it because there's still a lot to play for. People who saying that we're not going to win the league now, come on, be serious. We was never going to win the league anyway. It's just nice to be in the conversation. But the realistic Man United fans, yeah, it's not this year. In the cups, yeah, we expect to win them and expect to do well in them. But the league, No, I think Arsenal have done very well, and City are too strong for us. So, yeah, it's just a bad result, and just put it to bed and move on very very quickly.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got to really look at the bigger picture and consider where you are in terms of just as a team. Look at last season where you were to now. It's a massive improvement. Your managers come in and identified key positions that needed to be addressed. And one of those I keep saying on this channel, Casemiro, that's been a massive change for you. But that's what everybody saw you needed. You needed a number 6 that was going to allow your number 8s to go forward. And, you know, whoever's ahead of that player is going to be comfortable going forward. And then behind that number 6, like Casemiro, it's not going to put so much pressure on the defense. So it really opens you up and allows you to play. You've seen players such as Marcus Rashford really enjoy playing with him in the team. You've seen even others. Luke Shaw at times has looked sensational. AWB as well, someone who's been criticised and has been tipped to leave the club. He's been playing well with under Ten Hag. But do you feel he should have started the game yesterday?
Who?
Did AWB start yesterday? I don't think he did he?
No, no, yeah, that's the only one that defensively, but but he's not a defensive mind manager. Maybe if David Moyes was manager, he might have gone more defensive, but he's an attacking style manager. Gallagher's not been no scrub this year, so he's done really well for us. And he's probably thinking, well, I'll play Wan-Bissaka on the Thursday, so that's what the squad's for. He's done well in the last 25 games. It's only this game, let's look at it, just punch it play like a bit like Jake Paul. We're punching above our weight a bit in a minute. We've just got a slap on the nose, a bit of a reality check. So that's all it is. We're far punching above our weight at the minute. We're playing with players that I want gone last year. Fred, McTominay, Wan-Bissaka, Martial, Rashford, all these players that would have not turned my nose if they was gone. But Rashford has turned it. They've all turned it around, and that's not down. That's down to themselves. I mean, but mostly down to the manager. So we've still got to let players out of the club and get a lot of players in. So for us to get to the Champions League, we've already got a trophy in the bag, and we've got 2 in the running. Forget the league. It's not. Yeah, forget the league. We've still got in the FA Cup, and we've got a big game Thursday in Europa. So we've just got to look at the positives.
Okay.
But like I say, it's gonna fucking sting that 7-0 against your biggest. Forget City, Liverpool are the biggest rivals. No matter what, no doubt. I've been the biggest rivals from as I was a kid growing up, and before time and after time. It'll always be that way. So yeah, it was a bad one.
The bad one is like.
But Guni, we could be Chelsea fans, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, you could be us. You could be us. Right now, it's like I keep saying, man. We've taken a year sabbatical. We're just chilling right now. Yeah, this season we've said we've won enough trophies over the past 20 years. We're gonna give it a break. Nah, not really. It's just been an absolute shit show from our side. We never want to be that team where we rest on, not winning stuff.
I just hope they stick with the manager. I hope they stick with him because they've spent a lot of money. He's a manager that obviously needs time. Look at Brighton's side after he's had the time. Will he get that though? I know it's a different kettle of fish now. You need to be winning games, especially at a club like Chelsea. And you spend over 600 million quid, but that's still a lot to deal with. You've got to get a lot of players out, a lot of big characters to deal with. So it's difficult for him. So I hope we stick with him.
It's just, you see, at the minute with us, it's a case of just win. What? Not sure. Oh, there we go. He's back. He's back, but your sound's gone. We can't hear you for some reason. Not sure what's happened there with Rhodri. If you can hear me, Rhodri, just get out and come back in, because I can't see you or I can't hear you either. I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, a bit of a mad one. That Rhodri just disappeared, but okay, cool. All right, we've got him back. We've got him back. Just gonna add you back in the stream. There we go. You're back. Rhodri's back, people.
Don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but we've gone past it. But no, with Chelsea, we're just more. Us fans, we just like abandon whatever philosophy that you're thinking to bring to Chelsea and just win. We don't care if you've got to play Sean Dyche football or whatever until you get us to the promised land of 40 points. We do not care. Just get us there. That's where we're at. Yeah, because if this guy's not going to get sacked, which I think he should, based on some blatant naive decisions that he's made, and on the result of losing against the bottom placed Southampton with no manager, who up until that point had only kept. This was the second clean sheet all season that they kept at Stamford Bridge as well. I couldn't defend it, bruv. I just couldn't defend it because I'd even expect an interim manager with less experience than that to at least get a draw. And even with that, I'd be pissed. And considering where we're at, you're resting key players as well. Like, we've got the luxury to do so. No, we need to get points in the league, mate. Right now, we're about to be dragged into the bottom half of the table. And this is real talk. But that's where we are. Obviously, you're on a completely different side of things, bro. But just after a result like that yesterday, do you think the lads have it in them to recover and bounce back for your next game? Who I'm not sure you're playing against, by the way. Let me see who you've got next.
Real Betis Thursday night.
You got so you got Betis in the Europa Thursday night.
Southampton at home Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's a good game to bounce back from. I think you'll come back and win that comfortably. And why I say that is Ten Hag. It's your manager. It's the mentality that he has brought to these players. And I think after a result like that, first of all, he's gonna let them have it this week. And go on.
Well, the last thing you would want to do after getting beat 7-0, come into training and sit through it all, watch the whole game, and that's what it'll do. And then go states and all that stuff, and that'll hurt. And rightly so.
Yeah, I reckon it's Southampton. You'll come back, you win that emphatically, and get back on track. But if you don't win that, then that's a problem. Then that's definitely a problem. I'm not gonna lie, but I can see you getting through there. Obviously, you've got your first cup of the season. You're the only team with a cup so far in the Premier League, which is good. Well, obviously, it's good for confidence. Very good for confidence. What's sort of your expectations this season after winning that Carabao Cup? Are you still in the FA Cup?
Top four in all three competitions. The cup competitions.
Okay.
I would expect to expect at least to get to the final. The only thing you've got to worry about in the FA Cup is two clubs that are above us in the league: City in the FA Cup and Arsenal. We could end up playing in the Europa League if things work out and we get to the final, semi-final. So it's not going to be easy, but still, I would still expect us to be in this position now. How well we've done and how well we're playing is to be competing for them three and to at least be in the final and top four, and that's, like I say, punching above our weight. Every United fan would have snatched your hand off at the start of the season. Someone said you have three trophies and you're in the top four.
True. And then you've also got this takeover apparently that's going to be happening soon. It's between, I think it's Qatar so far and Jim Ratcliffe of, I think it's Enos, isn't it, that he owns? Yeah. So it's between those two. Who do you... well, obviously you never know. It's going through the verification checks. We've been through something similar quite recently. You're actually going through the same middleman as well, the Rain partnership over here in New York.
Okay.
So those two have gone through in the bidding. I'm not sure if there's been anybody else. But between those two, who would you prefer to take over United?
Who doesn't put the club in debt? Who buys it outright? Is the best deal for the club? I know Sir Jim Ratcliffe's a United fan, but looking at is it Nice or Lyon?
It's Nice. Nice. He owns
Nice. Yeah, they're not particularly doing very well. But if it was my preference, it'd be Qatar.
Yeah, I mean, if it was my preference, it'd definitely be Jim Ratcliffe, but for my own selfish reasons, because yeah, the Qataris coming in. Obviously, there's this.
We spend big money as it is. So if someone like that come in,
Yeah,
then
but this is what I mean is right now we're enjoying kind of bossing the transfer market, and you guys coming along at such an important stage of our rebuild as well. It doesn't really help things, but what it does do is, you'll obviously be good. I still think that will be good in terms of competing in the market for players, but it's teams like Arsenal that really need to buck up their ideas in like the transfer market and that, because the way they behave, I think from this summer onwards they could suffer with the amount, if especially if you get taken over, and on top of that, if Liverpool get taken over as well. Now you've got three big players who are in desperate need of a rebuild in a lot of positions that are going to be competing in the market. So I mean, with you guys, money's never been an issue. It's just how you behave in the transfer market. Sometimes you take so long to get deals over the line. That's the issue. And I think that's what you really need to change in the background. But aside from that, your team's looking scary. I think it's just depth that you need to address. Or is there anywhere else on the pitch that you feel that you lot need to sort out?
no, I would like a midfielder, another midfielder, uh, definitely a number 9. And you know what? I was saying a right back, but Wan-Bissaka's been brilliant. I would keep him because obviously the manager's changing round, and he's only going to get better with him. And I like that lot. He's grown on me as well. So left back Luke Shaw's come on leaps and bounds. I wanted him out last year, but he's probably been the best left back in the league this year. So no, it's just strengthening in depth, because now I think the wing places we're quite kind of strong, but maybe get someone else there, because we've got Anthony, we've got, I think Martial's on his way out. We've got Anthony, we've got Rashford, we've got Garnacho. Who else have we got? Anthony. So there's 4.
Yeah.
Bruno sometimes plays there. So yeah, like a strong midfield, like a Jude Bellingham or a. I'm not going to say Declan Rice because Declan Rice is a very good player, but I wouldn't like to see it at United. Someone of that ilk, maybe Mason Mount.
I was about to ask you, would you take Mason Mount? Actually, that was
I
going
would
to
take
be my
Mason
next
Mount. Yeah,
question.
I would. In a Manchester United side, he's a goal scoring midfielder. So yeah, I would take him.
Yeah, because that one there, obviously, there's been rumors, and they've just been intensifying as the season's been going, that Mason Mount's not trying to sign another contract at Chelsea, and apparently Liverpool are front runners from him from what I've been seeing in terms of results reports. Sorry, but I know you guys are interested, and to really think about it, Mason Mount in either a Jurgen Klopp or even Ten Hag team potentially could be a very good signing for either.
Yeah,
If we're being
yeah,
honest,
yeah.
if the balance around him is correct and he's able to have consistency in one position, you could have yourself a player there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Young, energy, gets around the pitch. James Maddison as well.
Facts. That's another one that's grown on me massively. I've always been about, can he make this step up to help teams compete? But recently he's changed my mind, man. He is a top
I
quality player.
I seen him about 5 years ago, first game of the season at Old Trafford. He was playing Norwich, and he was the best player on the park. And I thought he's going places with him, but obviously Leicester bought him. But yeah, I won't be surprised if the top 4 side, 5 side bought him.
It's just his injury record isn't the greatest, and we've just got to see
Yeah.
who will take a gamble on it. But surely,
Well, that can be fixed, mate. Rafa Varane had injury problems. He sent him on a 3 week strengthening program, and he's looked a different player.
I mean, just don't send him to Chelsea and he'll be fine, because yeah, it's as if you just walk
No,
into.
I know this because I know my brother went through it years ago when he had a proper hamstring problem,
Yeah,
and he literally changed the way he ran. It slowed him down, but he stopped getting injuries.
right.
So everyone's got an issue. You just find the issue and then work with it, because something's causing that issue. Something's making you get injured You just got to find the way, find it, and then just eradicate it. But there's ways around it, especially with all the money and all the people that got involved. Like it's just simple stuff like the car seat. a mattress.
Yeah.
All these kind of things you look into.
That's interesting. I never thought about it like that, and I never even saw it like that. So it's like my mum says, it's a school day every day. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's something new. But yeah, Madison, Mason Mount, one of those players in that United squad. Obviously, it adds depth as well. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. With a pre-season under Ten Hag, and obviously you spend money in the right places.
Yeah.
I think next season you might be up there in terms of competing for the title.
Well, yes, but you've got to look at Chelsea will get better. That's inevitable because they're spending big money. So they're going to get it right, whichever way. If the manager's got to go in, he's got to go and bring someone else in. But they will get it right. Arsenal will get better. City will get better with Haaland because they're saying he's a worse player. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that at all. Yeah.
I just think they're finding a way. They find a way, and once it clicks and they find a way, then they'll be better. Tottenham. We don't have to worry about Tottenham, do we? Newcastle, they always spend big money. They've got better. Yeah, and that's it. But it'll be a lot tougher. But yeah, we will get stronger. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I think so. But it's with Arsenal for me. I think this is really their best opportunity to be winning a league, because it's like you said, teams next season are going to strengthen, and then on top of that is the added fact that they could have new owners as well. And new owners, when they like to come in immediately, they like to appease the fans, try and gain their trust immediately. And traditionally now, by doing that is making sure you sign targets. Do you know what I mean? Sign targets that the club want, and top quality names, which is no doubt I think you do with Qatari owners. But Arsenal, again, how they move in the transfer market, because you've got to remember, Mudryk was their target. João Felix was their target. They ended up with Jorginho, who has, to be fair, he's done well when he's been asked, but from a long-term perspective, and the fact that wasn't your primary target, these are the things that I'm talking about, how it could affect them going for a title run next season. That's why
Do you think they'll go back for Caicedo?
I think they do, but I don't think they're going to be pulled into the competition, because it's not just going to be them. It's going to
Because he's just signed a new contract now, so it'll be more money, won't it?
That's what I mean, and I'm seeing things like Chelsea are not deterred by that. United are not deterred by that either. Liverpool might be in the race depending if they have a new owner. So there's going to be serious teams looking at this player. Arsenal can afford him, but it's just, are they going to break their principles and their structures to bring the players in? Because now that's what it's looking like. Regardless of whether you like it or not, more times out of 10, you're going to have to overpay to get a player. And sometimes you're going to have to overpay in wages as well to bring that player into your club. This is the risk that you're taking in football nowadays, because there is competition that will pay that money elsewhere. So it's just, you have to take the risk sometimes.
I think, yeah, you do. I think, Harry Kane. Say Harry Kane comes to Manchester United, that would change us massively. He has a guaranteed 25, 30 goals at Manchester United side.
Yeah, 100%.
As well as the team. So, people won't like me for saying this, but Mason Greenwood will play for Manchester United again.
Yeah, I can see it happening, and I've been vocal about it, even when the case was going on. As soon as I knew the restraining order was broken and it was, the girlfriend and him were together, I just said they're going to throw this out. It's just going to be NFA'd, because they're clearly together. They're clearly, she's not going to go and talk in court, and now you see it. She's pregnant. Congratulations to them. Hopefully they can get over their problems. Do you know what I mean? But it's inevitable. If he's not been found guilty, then no crime has been committed by the law of the land. So why should United not want to use the player? From a marketing perspective and controversy, I can sort of see the backlash that might come from it, but the reality is him scoring a couple of important goals, most of it's forgotten. Him getting on with his career, most of it's forgotten. Do you know what I mean? That's just the nature of how things are. But
it's the way of the world, isn't it? If this guy was a £2 million player, he won't be talking about it. Because he's an £100 million player, it changes the conversation, unfortunately. Which shouldn't be the way, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, and if he does come back into the United side, where do you see him being used?
Centre forward. Mate, he is unbelievable. When he's growing up, left foot, right foot, he is a born goal scorer. He'd be up in centre forward. You can play him anywhere on that free.
Rodri,
But he's not a Rashford. He's more of a centre forward.
Rodri,
Not
I've said this ever since I watched this guy at your youth academy, right? I watched 5 games of this kid, and I said this guy is special. And to this day, right, I still think he is out of that young crop, naturally the best out of all of them. I'm sorry. In terms of a footballing brain, technique as well, execution of everything, like you said, left foot, right foot, he's such a complete player.
He's the only player that I've watched in a match from 25 yards take a left free kick, top corner it, and then 20 minutes later on the other side, take it with his right foot and exactly the same in the top corner, in a different corner. It's just a freak.
Yeah,
Just to do that with left foot, right foot. It's just God given.
Yeah, people don't realize how good he is. So look, if he does get back on track and he keeps his head on the straight and narrow, you've definitely got a top talent there. 100%.
The England situation is probably different.
Yeah, because politically, it's behind that. You already know he may never play for England ever again, which is sad. But you already know the FA is run by politics, pretty much. But there's a question here for you from Gman83. Big up yourself. What is Mason Mount's best attributes?
Ooh. Well, technically he's very good. Free kicks, passing, but his energy, getting into the box, scoring goals, putting pressure high up. And he's English, he's young. He'd be hungry. He'd be pissed because he's not be getting chance at Chelsea. He's got something to prove. So they're the players that you kind of, I fancy him.
I can see it. I can see it working for him, and I get asked the question a lot about Mason Mount, and my thing is my first go-to is I blame Chelsea Football Club on the stagnation of his development because they've misused him, and ever since he's come through the team after the first season is when he started being moved around and being used in different positions. And it's not good for any youth in their development when you're doing that. You're going from centre midfield to number 10 another game. Then you're going to the left wing. Then you're going to the right wing. I've even seen him occupy the false 9 position as well sometimes. That can't be good for your development. It really can't. So, like I said, if he's got a Casemiro behind him and, a Fred or someone else next to him, then it's a completely different ball game because now he doesn't have to worry too much about dropping back and constantly trying to relieve the pressure on the defense like he's doing at Chelsea and doing so many jobs at once. He does do a lot of job at once, but yeah, Chelsea let him down. Recently, the performances from him haven't been good enough at all, and it's been going on for too long. And I just think, rightly or wrongly, I don't blame him if he does leave the club and wants to develop elsewhere, which is why I'm not completely against him leaving. I think at this stage, it's what's best for the player.
Yeah, it's a shame as well because they dealt with it really well. They've put him out on loan. He's done the right thing on loan. He's done very well on loan, and he's come back to Chelsea, started very well, but just dipped a little bit, and they've not really helped him out, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not a good look. But Rhodri, where can the people find you? I know you've got your podcast. It's Ace Nation Podcast, right?
It's Podcast Nation on
That's the one.
Thursday nights, 8:00. That's it, really. I do no chuffs with Stell every now and again.
Yeah,
he's more of this Cypriot now, isn't he? So, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But that's the only podcast I do, really.
Yeah, man. So, peoples, you already know where to find Rhodri. And also, I'm trying to get you back on the channel a bit more regular as well, man.
Anytime, mate. Anytime. Like I say, this time, I'm perfect. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, around this time, I'm good to go.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about that. I've got to get you on. I've definitely got to get you on more regular. But, people, you already know where to find Rhodri. As for here, I will be going live either tonight or tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also as well, hit that subscribe button. We are on that road to 20,000 subscribers. I'd appreciate if you hit that sub button. And if you're watching after the video, make sure you leave your thoughts down there in the comments. I definitely will be responding to them. And yeah, follow Rhodri. All of his social details are also in the description. Clickable links, man. So make sure you give my brother a follow. You get me? But big up everyone. Up the Chelsea as well. Bless, bless, bless.